Today, we're taking a step into the past by using the best and most popular loadouts from Modern Warfare 2 to see how they do in the current 2025 era of Warzone. Okay, here we go, boys. The goal today is to use every single good Modern Warfare 2 loadout, but also some of the most popular ones that did not get buffed in the season 3, I believe it's update it was. We're gonna try them all out to see how good they are in the current meta, ranging from the buffed loadouts like this TAC 56 and the MW2 that are really, really good in terms of time to kill, all the way to some of the ones that aren't really the strongest, to say the least, nowadays, the ones that are a little bit behind in the current time to kill. And like always, through these gameplays, I will be giving my thoughts on each loadout, and at the end of each gameplay, we will be doing a rating out of 10 to see what my final opinions are in these loadouts, along with the loadout itself, so you guys can use it if you want to. One thing that I really enjoy about these Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 loadouts is the fact that you can use them. You can use them in task stands like this. He's fighting someone that Jill saw right now. I'll try to steal that kill, bro. This guy's to reload. Oh my god, that guy just whiffed so many shots. Didn't that guy run away? Oh my god, I got saved by the fact that I have my extra teammate that is actually not a real person, but it's better than having a real person in the bouncing betties. That is the exact reason why I run them. Like, I would have definitely got run down right there and killed. But the fact that I had a bouncing betty watching my side kind of backed them off. Those guys look like they're going over here. And that is also the reason why I love tag stance, is because you're super accurate from the hip and you're faster and strafing wise too. Oh, see, that is why I love tag stancing, and that's also why you don't body stack like the exact way those guys did. Those guys just got absolutely melted. I pretty much put the exact same amount of bullets I would have put into one person right there. Then they're above me. Yeah, they are above me. It says someone's sniping, so I wonder if they're sniping over by the water tower. There's 8 teams left. This is a very healthy lobby. I haven't been really getting the healthiest lobbies as of late. Damn, bro. Gonna take this up. Yep. He kept running.
Mindset.
So yo.
Dude, I love bouncing betties. Like, doing stuff like that where you can do that with a nade, I guess, but you can also use this to watch your back at the same time. I don't think there's anyone above me, is there? There's somebody to my left. But then not only could that watch my back right there, but the fact that I can use it as like a way to open up gunfights like that for myself. And that's why I love freaking tag stands. Look how far away I was, and that was fully accurate. Multiple dudes right there.
16 rounds out.
That should knock him.
Get ready. Resurgence window is about to close. Enemy dropping into the area.
Okay, I don't know why you lined it back up here, buddy. Guys are both underneath me. Looks like directly underneath me. I'm trying to make it over here. I'm trying to make it over here and wait for these guys to run on top of me. I'm trying to make a push on me. I got pretty lucky right there. Okay, those guys are out of the game. Holy shit, this MX9 is freaking insane. Nobody can gun me right now because of this MX9. I also have $1 million freaking dollars. First, let me call in a bunch of UAVs to make sure I know where people are at. Okay, I think I can get a specialist for full price. I mean, not really the best financial decision. I'm definitely not a financial advisor here, but let's use that airstrike over there. Maybe I'll be able to get a knock. I don't know. Doesn't seem likely. There's a team right in front of me on top of cam. Okay, like I was saying, I'm a huge fan of this loadout. One's jumping across. Oh, they're not jumping across yet. This guy says he's gonna try to buy him back. I definitely want these guys to run through these doors right here. He says he's going to industries.
Enemy UAV is online.
One's above me. One's below me. He's right there on that staircase.
You're in the top 3. Don't let up now. 3 squads left in the war zone. Stay alert.
Get me a UAV.
Man, you can come grab me. I think I'm good.
That guy said he broke his legs by accident. That's why I made that play. I'm in a 1v3 situation though. Okay, one's over there. 2 are kind of over here. I hope that guy didn't see me. I'm gonna play this safe. There's 3 dudes above me. I think they're on my rooftop. One's directly above me. One's kind of... The 2 are directly above me. I'm gonna try to wait these guys out. They're right above me, both of them. They're trying to wait me out. It's a waiting game right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Hostiles are resupplying.
And we did it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank God that I bought that specialist, even though I was full price earlier on in the game. Okay, as for the attachments for our very first loadout on the TAC 56, we got the RF crown muzzle for the extra recoil control. And for the barrel, we're using the Tundra Pro for extra bolt velocity, damage range, and recoil control as well. For the underbarrel, we have the Mark IV grip for recoil control as well. For the magazine, the 60 round mag. And then lastly, on this, I threw on the high grain rounds because the recoil isn't really that high, so we can get away with using this for extra bolt velocity and damage range. But as you guys will see later on in the video, I do throw on the low grade rounds for some loadouts that do have a higher recoil on the older guns. Now, as for my quick rating out of 10 for this loadout, I'm going to give this a 9.5 out of 10 for Modern Warfare 2 loadouts. And then for our secondary, the MX9, I threw on the mono suppressor for extra bolt velocity, damage range, and to stay off the minimap. And then for the barrel, I threw on the Bruin S901 because this gives us damage range and movement speed at the same time. The rear grip, I threw on the Stip 40 for extra recoil control, but honestly, overall, this thing does have very little recoil, especially if you're using it in tac stance like I did. And then lastly, the Bruin STB stock for the extra recoil control as well. And it also helps out with that tac stance accuracy, which was very useful as you guys saw in the gameplay. Now for my rating out of 10 for this SMG, I honestly think that without tac stance, it'd probably be a 9.5, but with tac stance, I think this is like a 10 out of 10. No way, I just got 3 knocks with my airstrike from that far away. I'm not gonna get a single one of those fulls, but actually I got one of my fulls. That's a free kill right there, ladies and gentlemen, while I'm still trying to get my loadout. It only has 3 free kills.
Enemy dropping into the AR. Good kill.
That's his teammate.
To that squad on your tac.
I guess I'm gonna get these kills somewhere or another. There's 3 kills. There's like no cash that's on over here though, so I can't even... Oh, that was one of the people I knocked earlier. Made $200. Oh, nice. Okay, here we go, boys. Loadout has been secured. Throw down the loadout. I mean, usually I cut this part out, but I think it was kind of eventful this time, so let me just keep that in. Don't land on the helicopter. Okay, boys, up next, we have the M4 along with the PDSW, another set of guns that were buffed with the Black Ops 6 integration. Now, I promise we are going to use some loadouts that weren't buffed, and we're just going to see if they are any good. But for now, we're starting off with some of the most popular guns that were adjusted as of late. And like I also mentioned earlier, that we are going to be using some loadouts with low grade rounds, and this M4 is actually one of those. We're going to be using low grade rounds with this M4 because of the fact that it is one of those guns that definitely twerks around in your face. So that'll just help us out a little bit at like medium to longer ranges with hitting our shots. And then the PDSW is once again another SMG I highly recommend using in tac stance. In my personal opinion, this is a very, very good tac stance SMG. I don't really think there's many bad ones, but this is definitely one that is another one that's very good just because of the fact that its movement speed is actually on the higher end for the older guns, the older Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 guns. And personally, every time I've used this in the past, I've really, really loved using this in tac stance. In my opinion, it just makes the gun really fun to use. And real quick, before I forget, if you guys made it this far, please leave a like on the video. And also join the community Discord, which I'll leave in the pinned comment below. I didn't really talk about this in the last gameplay, but honestly, one thing I do wish is that we could throw on 8 attachments on these older loadouts too, because it definitely... This guy's throwing down Melzy Betties. Just heard him. Wait, someone just ran into my Bouncy Betties back there. Yeah, I wish we could throw on like 8 attachments on these loadouts too to make them a little bit better, like the Black Ops 6 ones. Because these already have a lot more recoil and like a lot slower ADS speed and stuff like that. So it would just help them out that little bit extra. Can I sneak up on these guys without them hearing me? I have no idea how many people are over here.
Good kill. Marking the rest of
Apparently just one.
your attack map. Get hunting.
Okay, that's surprising.
Enemy soldier
I definitely thought it was more than that. There's a guy on top of the water tower. He's on my floor right now. I can tell because of the... Yeah. I could tell because of the... There was no red arrow over his head when he was shooting right there. That Bouncy Betty definitely took me by surprise. He jumped off. I heard his parachute. Oh my gosh. How close is that guy? How far is that guy?
gas is inbound.
He's on the right there.
Enemy destroyed.
Because that was exactly what I was talking about. The speed right there completely threw that guy off. If you guys were paying attention, he started like shooting zigzags right there. It just completely throws him off. I do think the guy up top is actually decent, so
Down to 10.
I'm gonna have to play a little bit more careful. I think he was using meta guns. He was beaming me. I do hear footsteps here. I'm not sure if he's all the way up top though. I'm gonna take a quick little peek right here. He is up top. Still 8 teams left too in this lobby. I don't hear any footsteps above me, so I might be able to sneak up behind these guys. I really, really hope that's not their UAV. Someone hit my bouncing Betty over there, down by the staircase. I just saw a guy right there.
5 station prices are adjusted.
Try to get a little bit closer without him seeing me.
Target down. Marking the rest of them.
His last teammate's far away. Someone's coming up, I think. Seems like it's the whole team. This definitely sounds like a whole team coming up.
Resurgence is about to end. Make it count. Marking the rest of that squad on your attack
They
map.
almost had me.
Get hunting. Target down. Marking the rest of them.
Guys trying to line back in.
Enemy moving.
Enemy dropping into the AR.
There's 2 different teams.
Gas is closing in.
I didn't realize that guy came up top.
Incoming LDBR. Precision airstrike
His teammate's right underneath me. I'm not sure if that guy landed up top or not. Those seem like they're just fighting underneath. I do gotta be careful though.
Enemy soldier incoming.
I shouldn't have shot right there.
Resurgence is no longer active.
Respawns are disabled.
They're on me.
Someone is up top over there. This guy's on top of my tower. Someone's getting res or something. Okay, so there's a team above me here. I hear these guys across from me and one just climbed up top on me. Still 16s left, a lot of people.
You're losing ground. Moving. Enemy dropping into the AR.
Changing mags.
Finish the job.
I don't know why that just, like I just exploded into loot. Shit, bro. This guy's just below me now. No, dude. I'm gonna die. No. No, man. Okay, well, I think that right there is the perfect example of where the M4 struggles just a little bit at that further distance. I mean, I was using the iron sights, which I think is probably the best way to use the M4. It is more of a close to medium range AR, but it is what it is. As for the attachments, first off, we got the second tread for the recoil control. For the barrel, the high tower barrel for the recoil control and bullet velocity damage range. For the underbarrel, the Merc foregrade for the extra recoil control. The magazine, the 60 round mag. Then lastly, like I mentioned, the gameplay for this loadout, I threw on the low grain rounds to help out with that recoil control at further out ranges. As for my quick rating out of 10 for the M4, I think I'd give this like a 9 out of 10. I think it's a very fun gun to use close to medium range. And then for the secondary, the PDSW, aka the P90, we got the sonic suppressor to stay off the minimap and for extra bullet velocity and damage range. For the barrel, we're using the FJX series for extra movement speed along with the damage range as well. And then for the rail, we're using the light rail for the extra movement speed. For the stock, we're using the hollow stock for the extra movement speed. And then lastly, the Schlager laser to help out with that attack stance, but you can use whatever you want for the fifth attachment if you aren't going to use an attack stance. And like I mentioned in the gameplay, this is one of those SMGs that I think is very, very good in attack stance mode. And sometimes you end up breaking people's cameras without even meaning to, just because of the fact that the movement speed throws them off. So for that reason, I think in attack stance mode, I'd probably give this like a 9.5 out of 10. Outside attack stance, I'd probably give it more like a 9 out of 10. Okay, boys, up next, if you're a sniper fan or a fan of sniper secondaries, we got the FJX Imperium, which is probably still the best sniper for Modern Warfare 2, along with the Chimera, which I don't really know how good this thing is. I don't know if this got buffed or not during Black Ops 6 integration. We do know that the FJX Imperium definitely got quite a few buffs, and control is absolutely popping. When I was landing over here, I saw like 40 million people over there. No exaggeration. Now, one thing we definitely do have to be careful about is, even though the Chimera is going to be our close range weapon, this doesn't really have a time to kill that's very close to SMGs. From Black Ops 6, that's going to get outgunned completely. But once again, we do have to play a little bit smarter. I believe the time to kill is right around like 680, 690 milliseconds, which is quite a bit slower. Oh, my bounty threat just went up. Then the Black Ops 6 SMGs, which are like in the high 500s or low 600s. For the case of the LC10, I think it's like in the mid 500s. Okay, I am triple threat on my bounty again, but there are a lot of people over here by the courtyard. I don't know if one of these guys is up top or not. Yeah, he is up top.
Kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Get hunted.
Okay, I thought someone was like stomping around on my head. That sounded like footsteps, but I guess it was his mic. Someone was just breathing really hard.
Hostile UAV in
Nice,
the
I'll take
area.
that. Pretty much 2 free kills. Those guys were my bounty too, so that is literally perfect. They are getting shot from down there. I see that guy.
Almost done here. We've got 2 squads active.
Dude, my sniper shot right now
Now
was
watch
on
me do it
point.
blindfolded.
I'm double throwing my bounty again. Which side is this guy coming from? There's no one on the other side with my RP sensor. Okay, so far so good with the sniper rifle. Like I said, the sniper did get a buff.
Loadout.
It got quite a few buffs, I think. It got bullet velocity buff, range buff, and ADS speed buff, I think. That's so unfortunate.
Enemy
I was just following him landing back in. I did not realize that he was landing on his loadout. I don't see anything over there anymore. Got that guy's kill. Give me that, homie. Because I did get sniped from right here. But I don't think that guy's pushing up. Did I get that full kill on that guy? Someone's on the boat. I threw that down at the boat earlier in the game. Let's see if I can give the Chimera a chance right here. I can catch this guy. Blackened. Right here, he's on the ladder. Okay. There are 7 teams left? 6 teams left? What happened to everybody? Where's this guy going? He's... He is right here. Okay. I can't tell if this guy... I think he actually made it out of his respawn timer. There's 5 teams left, by the way. Is it taking the zip up?
Huh?
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Okay. That guy has literally been half my kills. This guy is still up top. I think it's just one. But he is indeed up top. Now, where exactly is that? I think on the left side. His teammates are really far away. There's still, like, no one else to fight. I literally have to keep fighting the same guy. There's quite literally nowhere else for me to go. He tosses down right here to watch my side, just in case someone tries to sneak up on me. Yeah, there's literally nowhere else for me to go, because there's 4 teams left, and they seem to all be on this side of the map. I didn't even see, like, a red dot over there on that side of the map. That's so unfortunate for this guy. I did not realize that he was landing on his loadout. This guy's just been all my kills. This guy and the guy that was solo squatting have been all my kills. Oh, I just saw somebody's parachute over there. I can finally go over here. Finally someone to fight over here. He might have ghosts though. But just the fact that there's 4 teams left second circle, I think since second circle, is actually insane. So there has to be 2 teams over here, because they're fighting over by docks. Yeah, I see one up top, but I think he's jumping off. No, he's not.
Wrong.
He jumped off. I just heard his parachute.
Bring it in recon.
Throw this down.
Resurgence window.
Okay, those guys over there. Those guys over there. One of them's on my floor. Guy from across from me. 2 of them are on my floor.
Incoming fire. Requesting close air support.
Copy. Longbow 3-1 on approach. Break it down. Gas. Good kill.
Reload.
Okay. These guys are out of the game. Got a little bit more messy than I would have liked.
Prices are back to normal.
Those guys are what the fuck? I did not mean to do that. I was trying to press for load. Yo, there's 2 freaking teams left, bro. 3rd circle. And this is how, just how my lobbies have been lately. They just die so freaking fast. Nothing I can really do. I don't have a gas mask, so I guess I should buy one of those. So it's just this guy and the one guy in chem? Oh, that doesn't make sense. There's 5 people left, so somebody has ghosts in the guys in chem. Somebody over there is ghosted.
Close. No more second chances.
I mean, this circle's freaking huge for 2 different teams. That's it. They just called it a streak because I just saw a red dot. Yeah, see? They called it a streak over there. They're rotating to the right. Those other guys are rotating too. They're waiting for the gondola. But as long as I don't get shot in the back. How far is this?
Gas moving in.
Waypoint mark.
90 meters? I can't get a one-shot headshot.
Is online.
And his name is John.
The fact that I almost died of that is insane. One's right in front of me. I might be able to get a one-shot headshot on this guy.
Hostile UAV in the area.
I think I have to take the zip. Without the zip, but this gondola. This is my only chance to make it on there alive.
Gas closing in. Enemy UAV overhead.
One airstrike.
Mission airstrike ready for tasking.
Requesting close air support.
Already rotate down. I probably has a self-revive. There's 4 people left. Somebody has ghosts though.
You're losing ground. Moving.
I got that kill. No 1v2.
Arming spring line.
Enemy airstrike in
They're
the
still up
area.
top.
Changing mags.
One's in the gas. Right there. He's right here.
Last chance. Finish the job.
I see his shadow. He's right above me.
Priming Semtex.
Oh my god, dude, it came down to the guy that I bullied all game for the 1v1, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, as for the attachments, first off for the FJX, we got the sonic suppressor for the bullet velocity, damage range, and to stay off the minimap. For the barrel, we got the Fahrenheit barrel for the extra bullet velocity and damage range. For the bolt, we got the blast bolt for extra fire rate. The stock, we got the keel attack for extra ADS speed. This gives us the best ADS speed increase. And then lastly, the Chimera laser for extra ADS speed as well. And with this build right here, we got 83.3 meters of one-shot range. As for my rating out of 10 for a Rebirth Island sniper rifle, I'd probably give this like a 9.5 or a 9.6 out of 10. And then for our secondary, the Chimera, first off for the muzzle, we got the caster compensator, which is pretty much the exact same as most of these. It gives you recoil control with no downsides whatsoever. Then for the barrel, we're using the Phoenix barrel for a little bit extra range since we are using this as a sniper secondary. Then for the underbarrel, we got the Jack Slash for a little bit extra movement speed. And for the magazine, we got the 45 round mag because that's the biggest one you can put on. And then lastly, this attachment is a little bit different than my usual setups. We got the low grain rounds once again on this. And the reason for that is because the recoil is pretty crazy on some of these older guns. And this just helps out a little bit and also has no downsides whatsoever. Now, as for my rating out of 10 for the Chimera, I don't really think this is a great option overall. The Black Ops 6 SMGs and ARs all kill faster than this thing. So honestly, this is more of a for fun gun. So for that reason, I think I'll probably give this like an 8 out of 10 as well. Okay, boys, next up, we have a loadout that actually wasn't buffed with the Black Ops 6 integration. And that is the M13 along with the Lockman Shroud conversion kit, which are 2 guns that were very, very popular from these older games that we're going to be using today to see if they can still hold up, if they can still be usable in the current meta of Warzone, considering how different the game is now in terms of the meta. There's a guy over here. I think I just saw him. And also, that didn't seem too bad.
Kill. Marking the rest of that. On your tag map.
Changing mags.
Get hunted.
But put this in tag stance mode, since we are going to be up close now. And so far, this loadout hasn't been too bad, but the M13, I almost got turned on by that one guy who slid in late.
Got a loadout drop.
I'm not really sure if the M13's cut out for this test. For multiple people right there. Where the hell are these guys going? They're running away. What the? Okay. I guess they're running away. There's...
We've got 10 squads active in the field.
Guys are all jumping across. I think I need to play a little bit more close range, considering the loadouts that I'm using right now. I don't think I can really take those gunfights where they have a Black Ops 6 gun on a head glitch against my older Modern Warfare 2 guns. As for the Lockman Shroud, though, that definitely can still compete. Because there's 3 guys above me, I think. Yeah, those guys are 2, at least 2 are above me. Don't really know about the rest. Oh, there's a whole... Dude, I am surrounded. Where are those 3 on? What team are those 3 on?
Enemy destroyed. Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your attack map.
Got pretty fortunate there. I caught those guys hitting the scanner. Yeah, that guy has a head glitch over there. Albeit an unintentional one, but he has a head glitch over there. I don't know how to play this because these guys aren't ended up pushing right there. Guy landed in. Oh my gosh. Thank God for tax stands. That threw him off. You see that? He couldn't keep up because of the fact that I had a little bit extra strength than he did. Let me airstrike that to screw those guys over, if possible. Man, I'm not really sure how I should play this, to be completely honest. That's 1 knock, 6 teams left. About 1 minute left of respawns. I need these guys to get close the distance a little bit because M13 doesn't really have the damage nor the recoil control for me to fight really far out. And I see at least 2 on the minimap. I need these guys to get closer. I need them to not know that I'm over here. That's also a very important factor here. Guess that one's kind of getting closer. It seems like it's just 2. Oh, it's 3. Okay. Here's the play. I try to knock one, full one, and then get them to chase me with the bouncing betties behind me.
Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down.
Changing mag.
Last one's on my floor.
Be advised, the system is no longer active. This is for keeps.
Okay, literally told you guys exactly what I was gonna do, exactly how it was gonna work out, and that's exactly what happened. Now there's 2 guys over by the lighthouse. Up top or below?
Loading new mag.
There goes one.
Gas is inbound.
Gotta keep in mind, one of these guys could have ghosts.
Four remaining.
I don't see him.
5 squads still operational in the AR.
I see him now. Oh no!
Available.
Reloading.
Wee! No, mano, I...
Enemy UAV is online.
I should have kept my AR out, dude. I should have freaking kept my AR out. As for the attachments, first off for the optic, we got the MOP, which is the meta sight for Modern Warfare 2. That's still very, very nice on these Modern Warfare 2 weapons to this day. And for the muzzle, we're using the RF crown for the extra recoil control, which you definitely need with a lot of these Modern Warfare 2 loadouts. For the barrel, once again, the Bruin Echelon for the bullet velocity, damage range, and recoil control. The underbarrel, we got the VX Pineapple for the extra recoil control as well. And then lastly, for the magazine, we got the 60 round mag because this has a very fast fire rate and you go through ammo very, very fast. Now for my rating out of 10 for the M13, this is one of those guns that you definitely need to get the first shot. So for that reason, I think for my rating out of 10, I'm gonna give this like an 8 out of 10. I think the damage just isn't there, although it still is pretty fun to use. And for our secondary, the Lockman Shroud, first up, we got the Dark Star Barrel for the extra movement speed. For the Underbarrel, we got the Jack Slash for the extra movement speed as well. For the magazine, we have the 50 round mag. For the stock, we're using the mobile stock for extra movement speed. And the reason why we're not going for the stock list is because you lose a lot of recoil control with this. And if you did want to use this loadout regularly without the tac stance mode, this definitely will hinder you quite a bit because it's going to bounce all in your face. And then lastly, the Jack Decimator kit, which is why this loadout's even usable in the first place. As for my rating out of 10 for this loadout, I definitely think this SMG can still hang with the Black Ops 6 SMGs. It's not really a top tier in terms of damage, but it still can hold its own at the very least. So for that reason, I think I'll give this SMG a solid 9 out of 10. Okay, boys, now last and probably also least, we have two fan favorites from Modern Warfare 2 in the ISO Hemlock along with the MP7. And if I'm being honest, I'm pretty sure that both these guns would be on the lower end of AR and SMG times to kills across all the games. But in general, I think these would be slower killing than every single gun in Black Ops 6, both of them. So if I'm being completely honest, I definitely expect to get absolutely shit on this game. So if this ends up turning into a death montage, I apologize. I'm gonna try my best to see what happens, what I can do with this. There are people fighting over here. Maybe I can... No. Okay, maybe I can get these guys while they're not ready. But there's 3 of them over there now, so I don't even know how that's gonna work. Yeah, I don't think I can fight those guys. I literally have to take one-on-one gunfights, and even then, I cannot start shooting at the exact same time as someone else, or else I will lose that gunfight 100 of 100 times. That's how much worse my time to kill is than everyone else in the game. Unless they're using a gun like this also, which in that case, honestly, more power to them. I respect the fact that they're using it outside of content as well. I do want to get myself... There's 2 guys up top. I might be able to sneak behind these guys. I mean, look at that, bro. My God. If that was any other gun, I got a 2-piece right there. There's 2 of them. They just threw like 5 freaking gas grenades at me. What the hell? You guys are hunting me down.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
I can sneak up behind them now. They all dropped down below? I think they did. Yeah, all 3 of them dropped down. Let's see if I can get an angle on these guys. I'm probably going to get absolutely beamed as soon as I look. There are 3 of them. Now, they did jump off. If I can catch them coming over here, I might be able to knock one. I hope no one's on my left. I don't see anybody. I still see them on that staircase. Damn it, bro. Bro, this gun is so weak. Oh my gosh. If I'm being completely honest, I would be very surprised if I got even 5 kills with this loadout. Oh, I got polyatomic though. Hold up. My fortunes might be turning around. Let me make sure that I do indeed sell this. I got a specialist. That's the one thing I have going for me right now. Other than that, I pretty much have nothing going for me. I'm gonna keep the rest of my 3 buys on that loadout, and hopefully I can make a play on these guys up top. I mean, if I make it like top 10 with like 1 kill at this point, that's an accomplishment with this loadout. Using this loadout in a regular lobby where people are probably gonna be playing very close together, which I can't really blame them for. I'm playing solo versus trios, but they're also using Black Ops 6 guns, which are very, very, very much stronger than my loadout. It's not even in the same freaking stratosphere. Nice battle pass token. I'll take that. I can't even like use my height advantage against anyone because my gun takes 3 days just to get a knock. There's literally no one close to me because I have a specialist and I have that thing where it tells me enemy nearby, and I'm not even getting the notification. Also, it's pretty crazy going from the TTK that we used to have before the Black Ops 6 integration with how slow it was to compare it to the TTK we have now. But because when it first happened, it felt like it felt crazy. It felt like this was way too fast, and now it feels like it's way too slow instead when you go back to the old guns. I still don't know which one I preferred.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Guys are floating over there. I mean, if I had a decent decent long range option. I could have probably shot one of those guys out of the sky. We're doing a recon over here. Bro, the fact that I have 1 kill at third circle is pitiful. Absolutely pitiful. I'm about to go into resurgence with 1 kill. Okay, there's a dude over here by the buy station. This might be my opportunity to get my first Hemlock kill in 2025. Oh shit, this guy's sniping up top.
Hostile UAV in the area. Gas is moving.
That dude's below. That guy's up top. I need this guy to come inwards. There's a guy sniping up top, so I can't stand over here.
Overhead.
I have to play this more carefully. Oh, it's not that guy. Oh my gosh, nice.
Be advised, resurgence is no longer active. This is for keeps.
I need to get that kill, bro. That needs to be my first Hemlock kill. Oh. Bro. That's coming up underneath me.
Hostile airstrike
That
incoming.
airstrike too, bro. Anyone come up behind me?
Gas is closing in.
This guy might be up top with me. He is. Just you man jumped off.
FJX front.
I have no idea where this guy's at.
Spring mine down.
Let's all just rotate? Dude, I don't know what to do. This is actually the most pitiful game I've played in a long, long time. There's one guy down below. I don't even know if I can beam this guy. That's the sad part. I know exactly where he's at. He knows exactly where I'm at. I have every sort of advantage, but it's such like a terrible gun that I probably will lose this.
Moving.
Line set.
Maybe I'll run into that.
All remaining. Stay sharp. 5 squads still operational in the AO.
Bro, considering the fact that this thing has freaking the worst time to kill ever, the fact that I don't even have a low recoil is actually insane. I need the circle pull, please. Please. If I can get 1 kill with ISO Hemlock this game. Wait. I got a circle. There's only 4 people left. I hope it's a 2v2v1. I'm praying it's a 2v2v1. The 2v... It's a 1v2. They're both like... Let's see one.
Enemy. Loading new mag.
One's going far. Wait. Oh my... I just won.
That's how it's done.
That took my whole mag, but we won with 3 kills. That might be the worst one I've ever gotten. Okay, as for the attachments, this is what I was using. I mean, I probably would never use this ever again, but if you did want to give it a try, honestly, I might rather go with a no kill win rather than using this ever again. As for my quick rating out of 10, I'm gonna give this like a 5 out of 10. 3 or 4 of that is because of the blueprint itself. It looks cool. And for our secondary, the MP7, it actually wasn't too bad, but the time to kill once again is very, very slow. It would be by far the slowest killing gun in all of Black Ops 6 if this was a Black Ops 6 gun. But at the very least, it does have very little recoil and it can get the job done if you catch people off guard. So for that reason, I'll give this like a 7 out of 10, maybe a 6.5 out of 10. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. And if you enjoyed this video, you might also enjoy these videos on screen here.